There's a river around Liège. We had to mine all the bridges. We set all kinds of TNT ready to blow them if and when the Germans got there. But then when they had a big snowstorm, and both sides lost a lot of men. See, many people don't know what the Battle of the Bulge is. They just know it as a word, the Battle of the Bulge. But that was our depot. This is why they were trying to get, but they never got there. Well, from there, I saw dog fights. It was New Year's Day. You can see the dog fights, German planes, American pursuit planes. They were shooting at it. It was like a show. You know, all the troops were looking at them, and they were. It was amazing. I'll never forget that.
Ohrdruf? Well, it was a horrible day in my life, in the life of all the guys with me, I think, because coming into that camp, and we were a good couple of miles away, you could smell something wrong. Something don't smell right here, because all of a sudden you go into clear air. It was a beautiful day, clear air, and there's an odor in the air that's not very appetizing odor. And we come up the line a little way, and one of the guys says, "Hey, we got troops coming at us." But they finally get a little closer, and the guy says, "They're not troops. They're people walking at us. But they're all in uniform." But they weren't in uniform. They were in the gray stripe concentration camp getup. And we didn't know what to do. One of the medics yells out. I mean, he was in medical school at one time. He says, "Don't feed them." Because like I said, the K rations, or the D rations that we had with us, were pretty juiced up, because that was the cold food. And he says, "They'll eat any of that stuff that we have there, and 9 chances out of 10 it's going to get them so sick it'll kill them, because they got to be weaned back into food again, because they were walking skeletons."
The German Panzer Division started their assault to try to make a wedge between Utah Beach and Omaha Beach. But then our 37 millimeters and 105 millimeters, there was a tank coming up, a couple of tanks, and they fired at the tanks. They disabled that tank. Meantime, you saw the Germans come out of the tank. Then our fire got him. We moved further north. Had we been in where we were supposed to have landed, I think it would have been a different story. I might not have been here. And when we were at Paris, we were told that the Free French was going to liberate Paris. We weren't supposed to go in. They were going to take all the snipers out if there were any, and so forth. Finally, we got the word to move in, and when we moved in, boy, was a beautiful time. Girls would come jumping on the trucks with us and giving us bread, giving us wine. We had a good time.
As we're coming around this bend, out from behind a tree comes this 10-year-old boy. Couldn't be more than 10. And he's screaming on top of his lungs, "I'm Jewish, I'm Jewish, I'm Jewish." Obviously, someone had told him, when the Americans come, just tell them you're Jewish, and they'll take care of you. Well, that's what he did. And tank commander says to him, "You stay right here. In a little bit, headquarters company is going to come along." And he stood by that tree. And I have that image of him standing by that tree, looking so forlorn. I see him getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I just wonder whatever happened to that kid or what his story was. Chris Kosich, who started this whole thing, was introduced, and he gave a little talk about why this is happening. We got on that plane last, and obviously the pilot had told all the passengers who was coming on board. And we're applauded and patted on our shoulders and our arms as we went to our seats. I love the memorial. It's beautiful. I looked at all the names, places that people had been, and I knew it's going to be special.